So I'm just going to briefly run through the functionality available in WINSelect. WINSelect is especially useful for multi-user computers. If you've got several people using the same device over the course of a day, there's a set of tools in here that can protect you and make it much easier to solve those typical everyday problems. So first I can enable kiosk mode, which allows me to lock down my desktop. I'm going to display only these web links and applications that I wish to display to my users. I can customize the desktop. I can put these header and footer elements to suit me and my users. Under system, there's a whole array of restrictions you can place on your users to stop them causing you harm, whether intentionally or unintentionally. So, for example, I can stop them right-clicking, dragging and dropping. I can restrict the control panel completely, or selected parts of the control panel I can hide. Desktop and Windows taskbar, I can disable right-click on desktop. I can hide taskbar icons. I can limit certain drives. So, for example, if I don't want the A drive to be visible, I can disable it. I can disable removable drives like USBs. I can disable certain file extensions. Start menu, I can enable all or disable selected start menu items, and network restrictions and hotkeys. Under printers, I can enable a printer quota per session. So I could say, like, I'm going to allow my users, say, to print 8 pages in a session, or I'm just going to disable all printing or disable selected. I can display an acceptable use policy to my users at startup. And under the administrator tab, I can configure certain amount of minutes per session. This is especially useful in a library type environment. Maybe if I have too many people wanting to use not enough devices, I'll say 30 minutes is an acceptable amount of time for a session, and I'll generate 50 codes, and that code is needed to access the device, and then when it expires, it's someone else's turn. So it's just a way of stopping one person hogging the device all day when there are several people wanting to use it. So all in all, WINSelect, a very handy collection of tools, especially useful in multi-user environments like libraries, schools, hotels, healthcare, retail,